Maybe in a past life, I was a mortar shell aimed at Croatians. In my humble yet correct opinion, this
what?
game is a long.
Wait, that seems okay. What the Where does Seth find this footage? What does he look up to find this Yo, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy Frame1 back with another reaction for you guys. And in today's video, we are checking out World of Tanks Review Balkan Edition TM by our boy SsethTzeentach. And I was actually planning on reacting to Seth's previous video that he had released, but then I saw that he dropped this video like 8 hours ago, or yesterday, I guess, by the time this video releases, so I thought, why not check this one out instead? And what a coincidence that this game's actually covering World of Tanks, because in the Man in Cave reaction that I did for Internet Historian a couple of weeks ago, I'm pretty sure that was the sponsor for the video, and I had a little bit of a, a little side note, a little spiel about the game and what I thought about it, so here we are today. I've actually never played this game before. I've seen my friends play it a couple of times back in the day, like about a year ago, so I have a little bit of an idea what it's about. Thank you again to everybody who's continuing to support the channel, by the way, from dropping comments, recommending videos for me to check out. Thank you everyone who's been liking all my videos, and thank you to all the new subscribers as well. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. The next video that I'm going to be checking out on the channel after this, provided that Max or any of the staples that I've been reacting to don't release a new video, is going to be either Mama Max or Martin Cito Pants Kerbal Space Program series that I was reacting to before. A lot more videos on the way for you guys. Continue to drop more recommendations. I'm also going to be checking out some of the new creators that you guys have told me to check out too that I haven't watched yet, like Wendigoon I think is one of them, and there's a few others, I forget their names, but I'm going to try to get to all of it as soon as I can for you guys. But yeah, other than that, let's just jump right into this thing, guys. Okay, begin.
Hey people, Seth
Yo,
here. Now,
what's up, Seth?
you may be asking yourself, do I have deja vu, or
Why?
did you not just review another
Okay,
Tank Sim 2?
I was gonna mention this in the intro that the only tank sim that I've ever played before was War Thunder, but I didn't think he was gonna. I didn't think it was gonna have any relevance at all. But clearly I was wrong.
Months ago. Correct. Then I went to their direct competitor and doubled my money. Sign
Very
up today
nice.
using my invite link in the description below.
Oh,
and
that's a
new
joke.
players will
Was the War Thunder review also a paid promotional video like this? I'm assuming that's what this is. I feel like they're going out on spending all their marketing budget on all these big YouTubers. Because like I mentioned in the intro, I'm pretty sure Internet Historian's last video, the Man in Cave one, was also sponsored by World of Tanks. So they're just dumping the money at all these creators, which is pretty smart, honestly. It gets a ton of impressions on these videos, so it makes sense.
We'll get 250,000 credits, the Tier 5 Elite Heavy Excelsior tank, and 7 days of World of Tanks Premium. You also
What
get
does
to
World
rent
of Tanks Premium
Elite
give you?
Heavy
I wasn't able to
Excelsior
read
tank
that.
and 7
Press 60% more experience and credits after battle, as well as additional options. Okay.
days
okay.
of World of
Just
Tanks
level up faster
Premium.
and unlock
You
shit
also
faster.
get to rent the Tiger 131, the Cromwell B, and the T-34 85M for
Very
10
nice.
battles each. World of Tanks is a fun and immersive game where the
You only get them for 10 battles each? I imagine if you're getting tanks through the usual means in the game, whether it's like by unlocking them or by buying them with real money, if you could do that, then they're not time sensitive or they're not time locked or whatever. I don't know.
primary players are either Votniks or alcoholics. Despite this, or precisely because of this, it's incredibly successful. In the UK, beatings sharply
Bang,
increase
bang.
after a football
Oh!
game, dependent on the outcome. If they lose, they get beaten. If they win, they still get
was
beaten,
disgusting.
but triumphantly. This game is exactly that, but
Five
for
Nights at
Eastern
Freddy's?
Europe.
What
The
is
game
this?
is now 12 years old, so you'd expect it to look pretty
Really?
dated, but it's had a lot of graphical overhauls, and dare I say, it actually
Makes
looks
sense.
really nice.
It does
I
look
started
good,
playing this
actually.
around the same time I got into university. Consequently, I
Nice.
failed university and had to repeat the entire year. I think that's
It's a good
very
sign.
good endorsement and
Yeah.
metaphor for what World of Tanks is. It's like a car crash you can't look away from, except you're the driver, you're drinking, and you're causing all of this to happen. Needless to say, I
What?
really like it, and I'm coming from a position of integrity. Because
What the
whose
fuck was
testimony
that?
Are you going to listen to? The man who's currently addicted to crack, or the one that recovered? Because let me tell you, if you broke an addiction, how good was it to begin with?
Was he my
Myself,
man
I'm
Kodak
still
like
broken.
that?
It's not a personal issue. My crack is just really good. Now, let me tell you about it. Story.
I believe
There
it,
is no
Seth.
story, so I made one up in my
That's
head.
disgusting.
The
Stop
world
showing
of,
that.
World of Tanks takes place in the distant future. Everyone ate so much microplastic that we ended up shitting credit cards and pissing QR codes. Eventually, we reached critical mass, and now we are all tanks, fighting over limited resources as we struggle to remember our tragic past. In reality,
that a
World of Tanks
dog?
covers the Gentile uprising of a Second Brother War, and appropriately, you can play tanks
Okay.
from any of the participating nations. This used to
Guy
be
got
just
fucked.
Germany, the US, the UK, and the USSR, but over time they included France, Czechoslovakia, Japan, China, Poland, Sweden, and I think this is Italy. Sorry.
Okay. Honestly, the game does look really good. Just based on the UI that I've seen so far, as well as like the graphics that he showed, like it actually looks pretty solid, man.
It is genuinely hard to tell sometimes. This is no one's fault but my own, because I choose to use the girls in Panzer UI. So please, bear with me. Gameplay.
What?
There's a lot of deep mechanics behind this game, and while there's many official resources to help you learn them, theory does not compare to practice. Because in practice, you and I are inside the same Soviet random number generator. Reason and logic cannot reach you. Your performance is based entirely on esoteric mysticism, belief, and high-purity ethanol coursing through your bloodstream. Combat is very simple. You and your teammates face off against an equal number of opposing steel containers.
Why is it RNG? I'm sure he's going to describe it like as the video goes on, but is it like you shoot each other and then there's like a random chance you kill them? Or like maybe each part of the tank is like modular and has their own health? Something along those lines? I'm not sure.
Your objective is to penetrate and kill their human cargo. You do this with your turret, the effect of which is determined by the size, caliber, and type of ammunition you're firing, versus the angle of impact, the thickness of a plate.
Sorry, I feel like he's describing it right now.
Human cargo. You do this with your turret, the effect of which is determined by the size, caliber, and type of ammunition you're firing, versus the angle of impact, the thickness of a plate, and the position on the tank model. Basically, it's all about learning the peculiar eccentricities of your current tank.
Okay, I was gonna actually ask, is there like a meta or something like that? Like, is there a certain way to position your tank every fight, and is there a certain place to aim on every tank? But the way that he's describing it, it sounds like each tank is kind of structured slightly differently, meaning that you can't just shoot at the same part of every single tank unless you like have every single tank memorized where to shoot
against the strengths and weaknesses of your enemy. Unlike War Thunder, which I'm going to compare to often because it's the only market competitor, tanks are not rendered automatically. World of Tanks takes the approach that realistic tank combat is so chaotic that someone has to physically detect an enemy vehicle through their viewing port and relay that position by radio to the rest of the team. Now, this is done automatically, but effectively, this means that camouflage and being spotted is the difference between an invisible ghost and a painted live target that's visible to the rest of the enemy team. Getting spotted.
That sounds so fucking strange to me. So they just won't render in if you don't spot them? You don't have to click spot or like scout or whatever. No, it's spot, right? Like in Battlefield where you could actually like ping different units. I feel like if they're in your general like field of view, it should pop up, right? Or that'd be really stupid. We saw that one tank render in on the fly, but I mean, that might just be because it was so far away.
Means you're about 5 seconds away from getting pounded by every single tank hidden in the brush. And if you somehow survive, 15 seconds away from getting cooked by artillery. In World of Tanks, stealth determines survival. A stationary tank makes no noise. A moving tank does. And a heavy moving tank can be spotted by the exhaust of its engine alone. The only thing more visible than that is gunshots. Because when the local foliage fires a 122mm shell at you, there's not much room for subtlety. Tank commanders are equipped with a sixth sense. So every time you're spotted and the commander can sense this, a sound will play alerting you to the fact.
Wait. Okay. I guess that's just like part of the game. I mean, it makes sense. So you know when you need to move, and you know when your position's compromised or whatever?
Obviously. This is not the standard sound, and yours may be different. So, instead of getting wrecked in the open, a good strategy is to park yourself in the woods and wait for the enemy.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry that I keep pausing it, but it just seems like camping and hiding and stuff like that is like the optimal way to play this. I guess that's kind of realistic then? Is that how it is in real life? I don't know, man. I really don't know shit about tank combat.
The match queue, the start of each game, and situations like this require some amount of patience. So, in the meantime, I start pushing until level 3.
God, my friends just told me today that I should get back into old school RuneScape because they want to do the raids, man. I guess this is a fucking sign that I should.
In full advantage of
it's too addicting, though. Okay, this is so off topic on the video, but like, I don't know if how many of you guys have played old school RuneScape or still play it, but god damn, that game is the biggest time suck of all time. I have like absolutely no self-control when it comes to that game. Like, I will have it on my phone playing it like all day, like at work or whatever too. It's really bad.
The making of this video,
but I want to play. I want to get back into it.
Girls in Panzer made a fortune selling pie shells, and at this point, I'm afraid to admit that I've enchanted over 16,000 rings of recoil.
Very nice.
The possibility that I have some form of brain parasite is non-zero. There's a
66 magic. That's the watchtower teleport, I think, or
A
something like
variety
that.
of tanks in this game, and they're not made equal. Light tanks are fast and mobile. They're not made for killing targets, but for
scouting
them.
and spotting.
They're invaluable
Makes
to
sense.
the team, and when piloted correctly, can run circles around the enemy. Medium tanks are self-explanatory. Heavy tanks are even fatter and have a top speed in the low 20s. They're designed for the heat of combat, not maneuverability. With armor so thick, they demand an entirely different category of vehicles to counter them. Tank destroyers. These are specialized tank hunters that have no conventional design, aside from one common feature: the largest gun they can possibly mount and fire without being ripped off from the recoil.
How
and
fast
finally,
are these
we have
ones,
my
though?
favorite class in the game. SPGs. SPGs, or self-propelled guns, are mobile
the
artillery
artilleries.
pieces. Appropriately, you don't fire them like a tank. You press shift,
Wait,
you line up your shot, and turn the entire game into a third-person bombing sim.
Wait, that seems fucking okay. What the fuck? Dude, wouldn't everybody want to play this class? This seems like this is like non-counterable. I was gonna say I feel like the scout might be the most fun for me because it's like really mobile, and I like quick characters in video games, but I don't know. Why would you not pick this one?
I love it. I cannot express to you how satisfying it is to play artillery.
Yeah, like there's no counter. It's gotta be good against all tank types, right? Like not just the heavy ones. You could kill even the little boys with it too.
Maybe a piece of Yugoslavia lives inside me. Maybe in a past life I was a mortar shell aimed at Croatians. In my humble yet correct opinion, this game is a lot more tactical than War Thunder. There's no respawns, there's no kill streaks, and you can't just pay money to deploy the same tank again.
Wait, there's no respawns in this game. Interesting. Is it round based, or is it just like you die once and then you're out of the game, join a new game?
Gripes of arcade, but that's the most popular mode. Over here, the population of players is always healthy, because guess what? It's a single queue. I would describe each match like a single round of CSGO. Anything can happen, all deaths are permanent, and I can never tell if someone's really good or using an aimbot. Recently, I had a match where we completely decimated. 15 kills, no deaths. Complete and total victory.
Okay, I see the different tank types at the top here. I was just about to ask, could you have 15 of the SPGs? Obviously not, right? Because that would just be stupid. Nobody would want to play that shit. Seems like there's only like a few of each different type of tank you could have on each team, which kind of sucks though. Is it random, or is it just whoever loads in first or has like the fucking quickest draw? You know what I mean? Who's able to pick the tank that they want? I feel like I'm asking so many questions.
The difference is teamwork and coordination. The community is generally really nice. Everybody communicates, gives advice, and I've even had people randomly message me after a fight.
Not cool. They did not have any good RNG. Heavily tilted. Sorry for my performance. Still learning. No, you did fine. Just saying the odds were in our favor. Oh shit.
To tell me that I did a good job. That's insane. And then I realized that's because this press account is for North America. Do you know what Europe is like?
What is going on here? Why are they just brawling? Where does Seth find this footage? What does he look up to find this shit?
In America, they actually communicate. In Europe, we use a collective of like every Balkan language ever spoken to insult one another. Now, if this game is primarily played by Eastern Euros, why is it so popular in America? Because every man named Maciek, Wojciech, and Kamil have already immigrated to the United States. They all work in construction, and much like Witcher 3, you can audibly hear as you pass them by. So, if you have a choice, I strongly encourage you, please play the US servers instead.
Okay.
Here you go, Mr. President.
God bless Israel for the big America.
Of course, it is perfectly fine and still really fun to play on European servers. And I do have my OG account there since like a decade ago, so I'm a little sad.
I feel like there was always the I feel like that was always like a stereotype about like League of Legends back in the day, that EU was like the most toxic.
I will, for the first time in history, purchase microtransactions using my Wells Fargo $20 checking account. I have bought a premium engine exhaust. Let's see how I perform. In summary, war is hell. Also, there may be something different about my tanks.
Okay, so it's not like pay to win to the point where like you just buy the best tank and you just roll everybody over. Okay, that's pretty cool.
One of these is not like the others. One of these,
no
seen
kidding.
from an outside perspective, evokes a singular feeling.
Okay.
Disgust. See, this is how it used to be. See those men fight.
Sorry for pausing again. Is this not broken though? If you could just put whatever custom skin on it that you want, or does it only show up on your side? Maybe that would make more sense, right? Like your skins only show up for yourself. Because I would just put on like some fucking bullshit camo, like to just blend in with the ground or the mountainside.
Fighting for good fight. That's my grandfather. Did you
What
know
is
that
going
even
on
in
in this
times
game?
of war, men can lactate? As you may have noticed, this game is incredibly moddable. This can be anything from replacing the UI to changing your damage indicators to adding custom sound effects.
Man, it doesn't matter if you 15, my nigga. I like young girls. I like them 15, 14, 16.
To plastering scantily clad anime girls all over your tanks. Custom content really elevates this game from good to why would I play anything else?
I want to
The
see
answer
if he
which
can
is, I do, but at the same
see
time,
skins on other
check me
people's
out.
tanks.
My damage be doing numbers.
Let's
All
go.
good things aside, this game has become quite massive over time, and all
Holy
those
shit, 68
assets
gigs?
take a while to load. So while a hard drive will still work, I benefit greatly from putting this on an SSD. Critique: this game has a general chat. This consists
Garbage.
of people accusing each other of being Kremlin bots,
kid you.
old boomers talking about the good old
Thinking the increased soy intake is partially to blame for the reduced testosterone and reduced aggression and risk-taking in modern male men. Wait. Okay. Is he mad that there's reduced aggression in modern male men? Okay, like the other two, like, okay, I can see how you can make it a point for, but
days
whatever.
and schizophrenics telling
I've
me
never-
that they are the chosen
Guy
of
read
Babylon.
that.
I wish
What the
that general chat could work in game because that shit's hilarious. Like, I don't want to queue into a game because I don't know what I'm gonna miss.
And we also need to legalize UFO trips for the white boys to Agartha. We need to legalize alien lean.
What?
Also, repair kits
Alien
aside,
lean?
the very concept of a medical kit is absolutely ridiculous.
The gunner is dead. We're trying to cover for him.
Question:
Gunner
what
is no
inside
longer
that
dead?
kit? Do you just give him 10
What?
tabs of Pervitin? Also, there's no friendly fire in this game, which, to be honest, I completely understand. But
Yeah,
that
makes
doesn't
sense.
mean you can't aggressively ram
Oh,
your teammates
okay.
to assert your dominance. When they give up and start reversing into you, that's when you know their resolve has been crushed. In truth, I don't really have any
Dude, this looks
complaints.
good,
This
man.
game deserves its success. I would not have been able to mod the game as much as I did or port over all those anime skins from 100 versions ago if not for the efforts of certain individuals and the help of this community. So genuinely, thank you. This game
Very
could
cool.
be summarized as peek out from behind a corner, shoot your load, and retreat into darkness. But mechanically, there's a lot more to it. And if you're interested, I'm legally obligated to say this. Sign up today using my invite link
Very
in the
cool.
description box below. If you're a new player, you'll get 250,000 credits, the Tier 5 Excelsior, 7 days of World of Tanks Premium, and you also get to rent the Tiger 131, the Cromwell B, and the T-3485M for 10 battles each.
Nice.
As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. I love my sponsors because they help me get that bread, which is my only chance at surviving the Kali Yuga. I never
The
mentioned it.
what? What is that, man?
Bread, which is my only chance at surviving the Kali
What the
Yuga.
fuck is the Kali Yuga? You are currently here suffering. Okay. Somebody needs to explain this. I'm not going to Google this. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I never mentioned this, but it's my
The water
sincerest
looks so
hope
nice,
that they
man,
don't
in this
actually
game.
watch this video, or they may discover that I've attached my phone number to the press account. So once they take it away, I can steal it back using password recovery. I don't see this as morally dubious, but rather as an extension of my permanent free trial. A warm
Nice.
thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful. Anyway, I'm gonna start playing the Serbian war music now.
Very nice. Very nice. You know, I feel like this is a game that looks really fun, and then the second I try to play it, I just get so tilted because I won't be able to kill people. Nice. Got a little frag montage. Whatever tank he's using is just fucking destroying people. Although they're all like pretty low. That guy was a little over half. Is there ram damage as well? There's a desert map? This reminds me of like an old like Battlefield Bad Company 2 map or something like that. Vehicle destroyed by ramming. Okay, just answered my question right there. Boom. Oh, he's just ramming people. Okay, another great video from our boy Seth, man. It did feel a little bit different than what I'm used to watching from him. I think this is probably like the most mainstream game that I've seen Seth play and make a video of. And obviously there's not that many like crazy things that can happen in World of Tanks. So it makes sense that it felt a little bit different than like his usual videos. But yeah, I mean, it was still just as funny as his other videos. Like, I feel like a lot of the humor does come from the wackiness of the stories that he tells within the games that he's playing. But this one was still really good. I think I actually want to try the game now. I don't know if I will. I feel like I'm gonna get tilted like really fast if I just get one bang in one of these battles. But I might try it out. Let me know what you guys thought about this video, and what do you guys think about World of Tanks? I've had some people comment that it's actually a really good game, so I mean, I believe you guys. It probably has a lot of strengths and stuff like that. The only thing that kind of keeps me away is the pay-to-win aspect, but it doesn't seem like it's completely, like, impossible for somebody who doesn't just buy or like spend money on the best tank to do well in this game. So still seems really fun, so I might still check it out, see if I can get some of my buddies to play with me or something like that. Also, I don't know if you guys want to see any gaming content from me, but I was thinking about playing Ultra Kill and maybe recording and releasing some of the footage of that. So let me know if that's something that you guys want to see. I don't know. Drop a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video. Go check out Seth's video, go sub to him. I'm sure all of you guys have come from his channel to here and are already subscribed to him, but if you're not, go support Seth as well. Drop some more comments for me recommending other videos that you guys want me to react to in the future, as well as other content. If you guys are actually interested in the gaming content like I was talking about, let me know in the comments. And thank you everyone who also takes the time to actually answer the questions that I have in these videos. Yeah, like you guys provide me with all of the lore, you guys provide me with the most random facts, and I appreciate all of it. So thank you guys. Drop a sub if you guys are not subbed to me yet and you want to see some more stuff from me in the future. And yeah, have a good rest of your night, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.